my people. So there's something I want to say.
Welcome once again to this latest update. This is explosive. You've not heard this before. Right now, the report that landed on our desk will shock you. As you all know, we've been following this back to back. I mean, the Yul Edochie, May, and Judy Austin. Some of you know her as Judy Balabala. Some of you know her as Enugu Bag of Rice. Some of you know her as Enugu Watermelon. Whatever name that you know or you have attributed to her, of course, you know it. Some have called her Jezebel, Omreka. There is nothing that has not been attributed to her, but she is going to shock everybody. She's going to shock everyone with this action, and I'm sure that you will be shocked. But before we proceed, like, share, subscribe to this channel. Very important. Like, share, subscribe to this channel. Now, the report that landed on our desk is this. Judy Austin left Enugu. Of course, that's her base. She went to FCT, Federal Capital Territory, that is Abuja, not going there to shoot a movie. No, she actually went to the hospital that released on social media, that made it viral, this DNA result that proved and showed that Stardike is not the son of Yul. She's angry. She's hungry. And she has vowed to sue. She said this is going to the court. Right now, she is roaming up and down Abuja. Yes, she is causing chaos everywhere. And she's ready to charge the hospital, both the doctors, both the geneticists, both the lab technicians, everybody involved in it. She said, all of you must go to the court. No be small thing, no wahala. They say be like bicycle. Now, let me give you a little bit background on this. Why did this become viral? Why did it become a big story all over social media? You know, we were not there. We didn't see when they did their things together. How come this one has become so big? I will tell you why. You see, when someone wants to hide, they go to a long and large and very far length to make sure that they keep all info to themselves. Now, when you, according to this report, you requested for paternity test before this became a full-blown scandal, but she refused. Not directly, but she said, you know what, if this is going to be done, it will be done in Enugu. And Yul wanted it to be done outside of Enugu, where there will be no influence. But she refused and said, no, this will not be done unless in Enugu. And you know what that means? She resides in Enugu. Enugu is her base. And there is always a full assurance that she will influence the result of this test. Who knows? Maybe she has gone to Judy Balabala with some of those lab technicians, geneticists, or doctors. You see, they will just come up with some results that does not make sense. She doesn't mind to give and do to make sure that this information is kept. But you see, when strong get too much, when someone is trying to cover up, a lot of things will go wrong. Thank God that this test was not done in Enugu, where she could have influenced it. Now, for some reasons, you refused to do this test in Enugu. And you know how these things are. Now, we've heard that somehow Judy Austin and her mother are very diabolic. So they said there are certain remote control that they used on him. And once in a while, it seems the head of Yul, when the things scatter a bit, it will try to reset a little bit. And that little sense that he had, he said, no, this is not going to be done in Enugu. So Yul insisted. He said this will be done at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nigeria. He's not sending this abroad. This will be done in this well-known hospital. This hospital, they are professionals. They are professionals, and what they do is DNA. And he said, this is where we will be carrying out this. But you see, we do not know, because when this story broke out, it wasn't really about DNA at first. People were looking at their relationship, but I'm kind of thinking, as it is, when RIP came into the life of Yul Edochie, when he lost his first son, Kambili Chukwu, this is when people started putting their eyes into the whole situation, and everything blew out of proportion. It blew and became big as it is right now. You see? So, we don't know. Maybe during that period of mourning, that is when you decided to take a swab and go to check, because you see, no matter how stupid you are, no matter how blockheaded you are, no matter how they are using juju on you, or whatever charm, or whatever it is, or how you've been bewitched, it gets to a point, you just regain yourself a little bit. Maybe that shock of the death of Kambili woke something up in him, and he decided to go to Abuja to go and carry up this test. This thing is very easy. All you need to do is to just take a swab. It's not like you just need to take a lot of blood from the baby and all of these things. No, a swab can actually give you the results. So right now, Judy Austin is right in Abuja. She's making issues and trouble with the hospital, and she's saying that this type of vital information is not something that should be fed to the social media. That at least as you guys have realized that this test, we are not talking of some private individual. We are talking about people that people know. You know you know me. You know how sensitive these things are. How dare you guys, when you realize that this test is negative and that I have committed paternity fraud. You see, that I have lied. Okay, I was deceived. I thought it was him. I didn't know that the other person that I was shifting my pants with is the father of this child. You guys should have kept this quiet. You shouldn't have even announced it or said anything. You should have just kept it pending until things are sorted out. This is what she has been repeating since. Now, we are kind of looking at it. Is it a crime? Look at what has happened. This lady met you, and in between, she claimed that I'm pregnant. Go and pay the bride price. Come and see my family. After he has already opened shop for your mother and all of those things. It's not as if, I repeat, it's not as if this woman is extremely rich, or rich in what sense, or whatever sense, or whatever thing. She's also trying. She's only trying her own thing. Look at this life. Is it a crime that May got to know you? Is it a crime? At the end of the day, look at what has happened. Not just that she lost her husband, she also lost her son that would have comforted her and consoled her. This is what they call irreparable damage. Now, there is another report, and this one is also something that we all need to consider. You see, when they say a man has entered into wahala, it is not joko. We heard also, according to an actress, that there is another child, a girl child, that even Yul himself went on his Instagram before he deleted what he had there, where he said even girl children are great, they are useful, they are important, they add value and all of that. And that is when we heard that there is a baby on the way and the baby has landed. Now, from this report that we heard from this actress, this has come upon the new one again. Yul is requesting for DNA test on this new baby girl. You see how complicated these things are. But according to this actress, she's saying that Yul is responsible for this second one. That that they all know. It's just that the issue of the first one that is particular about, saying this one does not belong to me, this one does not belong to me, but this one belongs to me. This is where the bone of contention is. Now, I'm sure most of you will be wondering, how did this DNA thing come out publicly? Well, from what we are hearing, it seems that Yul Edochie himself was the one who secretly, stylishly put out this information there. He doesn't want to make it look like it's from him. He wants to make it known, rather than him coming out and saying, look, well, the type of woman I'm with, both of us are thieves. We are criminals. We were both eating, what we are not supposed to eat. We are both married. And during the journey, one of the child is not mine. Instead, he decided to secretly put this thing out there. Can you see? Well, we'll be following this back to back. You will be updated. All you need to do, just tap on the subscription button, the notification bell, like, share this video. See you in the next update.